For all the mazes, Black captured every stick and wiped their memories. No one knows how or why except Black. Using the orbs, he was able to construct mazes to put the other sticks through for his own enjoyment. This continued until 8 sticks, Ube, Viridian, Alizarin, Lilac, Aqua, Sapphire, Rose, and Jade, escaped Black.
However, to do this, they had to go through a maze. Seemingly only 2 survived, Jade and Rose. Only Jade was able to escape the maze. Rose was left behind and was captured by Black once again. This was because of Viridian, who made a deal with Black to spare his life if he told him how they would escape. Due to this, Viridian survived the maze too, but was captured by Black for later use. Jade was also recaptured, leaving the sticks back at square one. Black intended to kill Rose and Jade, but several others who had been inspired by Jade broke out to rescue them and Rose. Although many died in the process, 5 escaped: Jade, Rose, Auburn, Cobalt, and Bronze, and headed for a base for hiding from Black. However, Charcoal was captured and tortured. The 5 survivors found a base to protect themselves. Black started using clones to go after the sticks, and they infiltrated the base. Jade died, Bronze was captured, and Auburn was left behind. Cobalt and Rose were able to gather another group to go after Bronze. Silver, Shamrock, and Ruby were assumed to be dead and were left behind. Rose, Cobalt, Brown, and Malachite continued onwards. The group was separated again while maneuvering throughout an area where many other sticks were being held by Black. Rose was captured, and previous survivors like Cobalt, Auburn, and Brown perished in this maze, leaving only Iris, Malachite, and Silver to free Rose and Bronze. They were revealed to be held in a highly secured maze, which a group of 7 sticks freed them from. Despite being freed, Rose died in this maze, leaving Bronze alone, who later reunited with the other survivors, sans Ash. However, Fuchsia, Urblin, and Purple were all captured by Black and turned to stone. Another group escaped from their prison afterwards, but most of them ended up stuck on one side of a bridge. Goldenrod and Taupe continued onwards, met the other survivors, and freed Urblin, Purple, and Fuchsia. They proceeded until meeting back up with the main group, but were confronted by Black, who sent a boulder on them. Everyone was either killed or captured except Scarlet, who went off by himself. In between mazes, Scarlet was captured by Black and tortured for information, but Black got distracted by Lime, Azure, and Ivory's escape attempt. Unfortunately, this left Ivory dead and Azure incapacitated. Meanwhile, Black had started doing mazes again for fun, and had actually put one of his clones in. This clone had tried to help the other sticks to escape previously, but was captured. The others don't trust him at first, but have to, as he knows the way out. Elsewhere, the sticks captured in the last maze, sans Taupe, were being freed by another group who had escaped earlier, although Urblin, Copper, Maroon, Blue, and Orange were recaptured in the process. Black was able to free them after leaving Lime, Azure, and Xanadu, promising to get help. Scarlet still doesn't trust him, and Urblin ends up being persuaded by Black to join his side after killing Blue. He attempts to kill the others, but they escape. During this, they reunite with the other group. Before they can escape, Urblin kills Taupe, and Black asks Iris, Scarlet, and Orange to help find Lime, Azure, and Xanadu for him. They do this, and the survivors, Scarlet, Orange, Urblin, Lime, Azure, Iris, Xanadu, and Black, all return to a small base Black had made with the orb he got from Urblin. They find another orb, and they realize they can use them to defeat Black. Scarlet tries to get revenge on Urblin, but dies. Seeing Urblin's point of view, Orange runs off from the others. They start to trust Urblin again, and meet up with Spring Green, Dark Purple, Limerick, and Red. Azure is somehow okay again, and Lime suddenly attacks Urblin. Using the orbs they acquired, they solve problems and escape. Limerick guesses that the mazes are adapting and moving in response to them. Red goes without them when he sees Urblin. Iris finally dies, Spring Green is revealed to be evil when he kills Black, and Urblin and Orange make an alliance. Red, Orange, and Urblin continued through the mazes, while Spring Green returned to Black, giving him the 3 orbs he collected. It's discovered that Lime made a deal with Black to save Azure in exchange for Urblin's life. Black's plans have all gone wrong, so he turns on Spring Green. Urblin is captured by Black to talk, and Shamrock and Reverdian are found by Red, 2 survivors from previous mazes. Pine is left behind in a trap. Fern reveals he was put into an inescapable maze by Black after the good clone escaped along with many others. He somehow found a way out, but he was the only one. The group blasted their way into Black's room to rescue Urblin, but in doing so began the collapse of the maze. Viridian grabbed Spring Green and took him into the door. Red was revealed to be on Black's side as well, and killed Urblin. The others ran to escape the collapsing maze. It is currently unknown how many survived. After the events of Maze 9, Black decided to take all the survivors of mazes and bring them back to life. He constructed a large maze for them to traverse through. Red tells Urblin about the pink orb, which Black used to control him and Viridian. He intended for there to be a sole survivor. This did not go as planned, however. Rose may have been the only one to escape, but Cobalt was able to use this orb to protect himself, Black, Jade, and Fuchsia from the collapsing maze. And now, Maze 11.